Wednesday. We're excited to be here tonight. We are bringing you all sorts of action. Making sure my audio's all right. Hope you guys are enjoying your Memorial Day weekend. We had done right. Want to make sure we take the time this weekend too to remember why it's more than just a 3-day weekend. It's about honoring those who weren't able to come home. But yeah, we're up here at Maquoketa Speedway. If you've been watching this today, you heard earlier we were at the Peat Monster at a mud bog. Kelly Jeffries and I are on the motorsports tour, we're going to call it, this weekend. Our goal is to hit all the racing we can hit in a 3-day weekend and stream as much as we can. So Kelly streamed this afternoon at the mud bogs. I was announcing that. You probably heard me during some of that. That was a lot of fun. Now we're 4-cylinder racing here. I'm going to apologize now. Being that this is our second stream of the day, we showed up a little bit late, so we don't have a full driver's list, so bear with us on that. But we're glad you're watching. Make sure this thing's actually working here. Look, it's working. There it is. All right. First heat of 4 cylinders. What you watched earlier was the last heat of Sport Mod. Like I said, we did miss some of the heat races. Street stock is already gone. Now it's on to 4-cylinder.
Caution lights are out. We're set to go. 4-cylinder heat race action coming at you. Green's waving.
And we're off racing 4 cylinders. They go too wide there. Number 12 gets around on the inside. Starting to spread out a little bit. 3 wide there for second place through the 24, the 11, and the 3T. It looks like the 24. Oh, they get into it. Oh! Almost a rollover. Car's kind of over the track. I believe caution's going to come out. Caution is out. They're getting fighty already. They were 3 deep, and we knew it was going to be someone was going to pay the price, and it looked like it was that Neon. Caught that tire, brought it up on 2 wheels. Was able to keep it from rolling over. It's the 3M, it looks like. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Yep. So, yeah, the 11, the 24, and the 3M were all getting into each other. Going 3 wide.
Mitch Bielenberg, the 12 car, will be scored as your race leader. Corey Lon, the 24 car, scored second. He'll have choice, top or bottom. Hempstead, the 11H, will file in on the opposite.
Ooh, there's a bumper back there. Someone's going to want to get that. Lost it. There it is. Really, no one's seen it.
A little bit of debris down in turn number 3. We'll take a second to get. Oh, that's a lot of debris.
Big boy said it right. He just said, I heard him over the announcement. A little piece of debris. Oh, that's a lot. Yeah, some car. Let's find the car without a bumper. It's probably who that belongs to. So they'll get that back. Keep them under caution one more lap. We'll go probably green this lap, I'm guessing.
2 laps scored, complete, 2 down. Looking for 6 in your qualified heat race number 1. B&C Liquor, Obie's Bar.
All right, number 12 scored as your leader.
Caution lights are out, set to go. It's waving over racing.
And we're off 4-cylinder racing. They immediately try and go 3 wide, but not quite. Win the 11, the 12, and the 24. And try and keep the whole field in view. 11 drops off the pace, gets a bump in the back from the 24. 24 goes low. 11 on the high side. A little bit more contact there. 12 way out in the lead now. Running that top side, we call that the Viberg line. Kyle Viberg, not Viberg, excuse me, Bollinger. He sure does, he usually runs that line. 2 to go. Field's pretty much going semi-final at this point. Ooh, a little bit of smoke coming out of the 24 as it goes around the corner. You'll see that a lot as oil gets slung to one extreme on the pan. If it's up in the lifters, it'll immediately get burned. 24 gets in, tries to get into the back of the 11 again. Let's stick on these two. Might either be off the lifters or every time he decells. You see him when he lets off the throttle, it kind of puts a puff of smoke out. There it is again. Checkered flag coming out for the 12. Let's catch him as he picks up the heat win.
Justin Hempstead and your heat race winner rolling down turns number 3 and 4. How about it for Mitch Bielenberg?
Obie's Bar and Restaurant, B&C Liquor, heat race number 2 coming up for the 4 cylinders. 2 out of 3, wow. Jamie Wood in the 88 will set on the pace and be on the pole for this one. To the outside will be the number 8 of Austin Newman.
Looks like they're putting the tire back there. It got a little...
56 Joe LaFrenz.
Here comes heat 2 of 4.
To his right.
When I was walking in tonight, they did say we have 119 cars at the last count. So there might have been a few more that snuck in. There was, as he was saying, there was at least one car coming to the gate, so that would have been at least 120. Great car turnout. You can actually see, I'll zoom in and show you. We have cars in the overfill in the back lot. Our goal is to have that full by the end of this year, and not just for big features. I mean, we're back there for the fair week and whatnot, but go compact 4-cylinder racing here for 6 laps.
Racing on this time around.
Beautiful night. I know the weatherman tried to scare away all the racing that was supposed to happen this weekend with kind of doomsday-like weather stories there. It was supposed to be raining and hail and thunderstorms, and we had a little bit of rain this morning before the mud bogs, but other than that, it's been gorgeous. And we're racing. Number 101 tries to run around the outside, tries to go from hero to 0. He goes from the back of the pack to second. 8 goes over the berm. Yeah, we did not like that start. I could tell. That was a bit of a jump there, and I have documented proof of it now. 101 just getting a little antsy on the start there.
92 car, Justin Anderson, sharp-looking machine.
It's hard to claim you weren't the reason for the false start when you go from the back of the pack to the front in half a lap. Speaking of 4-cylinder, New Fast Racing out of all the way from Ohio is going to be racing here in Maquoketa next weekend as well with Kenny Schrader in the Steed Family Hospital night. Portion of the gate is going to go to the hospital. We're going to do some fun things. Kenny Schrader, former NASCAR driver, is going to bring his modified. Just won a big race out in Indiana, the Indianapolis 100. So exciting things happening here in Maquoketa.
Next week, very special night.
It's like Rob heard me.
University of Iowa State Family Children's Hospital Night. Have a fundraiser for that, and also special guests. He'll be signing autographs. He will be racing the man, the myth, the legend, Kenny Schrader will be with us here at Maquoketa Speedway next Saturday night. So make your plans to be with us. Very excited he is about celebrating Stead Family Children's Hospital with us. Next Saturday right here at Maquoketa Speedway, Kenny Schrader will be racing with us. Schrader picked up the modified win on the Indy Mile the other night. Very last time that they will run a race on that mile track at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. And Kenny Schrader picked up the modified portion of the Hoosier 100.
It's like debris or something on the track they had to get off. Kind of took a little bit there. So we'll keep it on the back view here as they get...
All right, now we're ready to go get the debris picked up.
I got...
Official starter deck.
Oh, I
Take a
don't.
look.
Just the water's fine. I said I had some in my car and I left it there. All right, we're going to go race it again. 101's going to try and be a good boy this time. Still trying to get around the whole fleet, but I don't think he jumped. I think his car is just that much faster. Now they're 4 wide back there. Oh, they get into each other. Oh. Are we calling for a caution? Caution lights are back out. That means 101, your heat races, I think. If they're going to call for him, he's done.
88 Jamie Wood being summoned to the pit area. Debris falling off of that machine.
So let me make sure. Hey, Greg. Hold on one second, folks. I'm going to check with the official here. See, I thought it was a jump start.
What that is, but came off of the 88 car.
Hey, Greg, were both those restarts for debris?
So Wood trying to get the monkey off his back, having a rough start tonight.
Okay, 4 cylinders. You got 2 more heats,
19 season.
so we can go modified racing. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, late models are happening tonight. Finally, season start of modifieds tonight. So that's going to be exciting. Jeremiah Hurst, who runs, sponsored by Dunright, who you're watching on the channel you're watching right now. It's going to be out here.
Justin Anderson in the 92, Jake Ben Dixon.
Beautiful sight there. Some ag equipment running in the background. So it's great about some of these little local tracks we have in our area. The scenery around them is just gorgeous.
Whatever that was falling off of the number 88, we've collected most, if not all of it. See one more piece there in the front straightaway that it's like just...
See if we can get a zoom in on that piece of
foam.
Yeah, it looks like something. That's what we're waiting on right now, folks. Getting that foam off the track.
Hey, don't forget we're racing with the Trackside Promotions team tomorrow night up at the Dubuque Speedway.
Yes, we will be in Dubuque. We'll be there. I don't know what we're going to be doing yet, but we'll be there.
Piasta Warehousing Logistics IMCA Sport Mods feature Twin 20s tomorrow night up at Dubuque.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching at home, oops, sorry about that. If you're watching at home, make sure to share it with your friends. Hit that share button, share the link, get the word out. We love doing these live streams. Also, don't forget, there's some people that help us be here. We'll talk about that in a minute. And we're racing 4 cylinders again. 101's trying to work his way up to the front of the pack again. Is the caution light out? Oh, we never picked up this piece here.
Once again.
This is just ridiculous. Hold on, folks. I'm going to zoom back out for this. I got to check.
Somebody jump in the start. Nick Kroll causing 2 cars.
Oh,
So
he's out. So that's the second car. That 101, we've been talking about him all night.
All right, we'll try it with the 5 cars we have. Still don't have a lap in yet.
All right, 5 cars. Let's do this. We always have that one heat race that just doesn't want to end. And we're back. Joe Ferenz on the outside in the 56. Tries to work around the number 8. Now he pushes him up to the top. He tries to go. They go 3 wide. Joe Ferenz kind of gets stuck in the middle. He's going to see if they go 3 wide again. Joe can't quite cut the corner. They're coming out of 4 3 wide. Joe stuffs it in the middle again. They try and close the door on him. He has to kind of shift up a little bit. 8 goes all the way to the top, comes back down into the 56. He's off the pace. Now it's the 02 and Joe Ferenz at the front of the pack. And the 92 with the 56 of Joe Ferenz out of Davenport, trying to run him down. See the gap there. He's trying to get him run. Now he's getting up right on his bumper. You can see it here. He's going to try and run him down. Nice looking car, the 56. Always has a great group of supporters in the stands for him. I think my first race here, I was sitting behind his family. Now he's trying to go in the middle there. Can't quite run down the 92. We are down another car. I'm not sure where, but we're down to only 4. And really 3 in the contention for the win. 8, the 56, and the 92. Well, hello, Nick. Well, Francis goes to the top side now. He's trying to work it in. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick McCready's up here. We'll try and catch him for a quick. Working up on the outside. He's on the outside, coming around for the checkered flag. Checkers are records for Joe. Almost able to squeak it out, but not quite. 92 will pick up the win. Joe in second place. Oh, rough corner there. So once we got him going, it was a good race. Just got a little bit of that jumping out of the way. I believe this is the last heat. Justin Anderson in the 92 picking up the win.
Third and final qualifying heat race. B&C Liquors Openings Bar and Restaurant.
I guess it's the third and final. We did a 4. We're off. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be in Dubuque tomorrow night. It's going to be another beautiful night. I mean, this is perfect dirt track weather. Starting off with 7 cars.
Row 3 on the inside, the 55.
Hey, if you're watching at home, go ahead and comment where you're from. Love to see how far we're reaching and be able to show racetrack owners and promoters that the power of live streaming. And
that is Josh Lane in the 30. Must have been a real late one. We don't know who it is.
hey, let's talk about late drivers. Last weekend we were working with, if you guys were following Bibster Promotions, which I encourage you to because, well, that's me. We were up in Farley, and we'll talk about that after the race. W1 and the 4. Battle for the hole shot. The 4 tries to dive low on the W4. Gets wide. They're 3 wide again with the 78. 70 on the inside. Tyler Shady. 3 wide again. Tyler Shady taking that inside line. With the zoom out as they come around the front stretch. Now they're almost 4 wide. There's a pack. Basically, the pack of 5 of them are right there. The 65 drops off the pack. Tyler Shady on the inside. I think Tyler Shady won the last race we had up here. It's been a few weeks due to rain delays. With the 11 on the inside. And the number 4 trying to sneak in. Tyler Shady up on the top. Look at him cut around the inside, trying to get the car on the bottom. Oh, there's contact. He's able to hang on to it. We'll see if there's a retaliation on that. Tyler Shady now all over the bumper of the 11. Trying to get away from the 4. Tyler Shady goes down 4, takes that middle groove. Shady slides up, now goes around the outside. Working that inside line. Now Shady dives to the bottom. Cuts to the top. He's using the whole track out there. I think he's taking this 3/8 mile in about a half a mile every lap. Putting a whole lot of pressure. Had to get a quick selfie with promoter extraordinaire, race car owner, Nick McCready. Checkers, here we go. 11 picking up the win. Tyler Shady in second. And the T78. Great show we see. A little bit of late action in the back of the pack.
Second was Bottle Gold is T78 and Tyler Shady, your heat race winner in the 11 car. How about a nice hit for Seth Shaw?
Hey Barry, just noticing some of the messages. Sport mods did go. We did not get in time to get the heat race for the sport mods. I'm trying to get a couple other things, a couple questions. I didn't realize the phone that was on was over there. But yeah, so you guys want to see the Three Stooges? No, I won't. All right, now it's modified time. Alcohol burning, crate motors, open motors, you name it, they're going to be running it. It's going to get fast. Looks like we got 2 heats. Looks like 2 or 3 heats at least of modifieds here tonight. Again, we do have modifieds. Car count is 120. There's more than 120 officially. 120 plus. Talk about just a beautiful night. Got some Louisiana watching. I know there's a chance we're gonna actually have some international watchers tonight. Group down in working with a group called Our Surrendered Lives. An orphanage down in Mexico is arriving, I believe, tonight, and they're gonna pop in and the kids are gonna be able to watch. So we're gonna try and stay tuned on that when we do that. It'll be kind of cool.
Morning in 14D, Jared Franson in the 60F, Tyler Madigan, 21M, Jared.
Well, this
or Jaden Fryer in the 88, 66.
looks like we're gonna go green flag this time. Like a rocket ship just blasts out of the atmosphere. Number 14 way off the pace. Tries to hang on to it. Let's go to the front of the pack. 21 in the 88. Manigan on the bottom. Slides up. Gets in front of the 88. Manigan in the 21. Car spin out. 14 spun out in 4. Caution flag's gonna come out. That'll bring a caution flag out. What? Oh, geez, I
didn't know that, so I went down and I got Derek. I got some money from Derek, but I'm like, seriously?
I had water in my car.
So shout out to Derek for
Derek Wilson. We want to give you a shout out. Shout out, just supporting the cause. They went on and we're back racing. They go 3 wide. Mannigan tries to get around 80. Oh, second spin off of the 14. That's going to end his heat race. Oh, and the car goes over the berm. But he's back. He's back. Caution flag's going to be out for the 14. So
caution one more time for the 14D Dustin Morton.
So that'll end his night, I believe, or end his heat race. To have a chance to come back in the pits. Might be just a little bit off on his setup. Just can't quite get the car to turn the way he wants. Nick, you want to say something? Oh, Nick's fine. Nick, you're just happy that we're racing tonight, aren't you?
Oh, I love it. Finally.
I'm telling you, what a beautiful day for racing. Mannigan back in that third position. Works the top line, gets around the 88. Now tries to dive low. Goes low on him. Runs the bottom line, slides up, gives the slide job. The 88 works on the bottom. Now he comes down the front stretch. Now the 21, Mannigan tries to slide under the 88, slides up. Watch the setup here. Now 88's going to go low this time, I think. 88 goes low, tries to slide up, but doesn't quite catch it on Mannigan on the 21. Now they start to go a little bit more single file now. Let's catch your leader. Number 60. Running that top line. There's a good line developed. We're going to stick here for a second. Watch how the cars are all basically running the upper bowl. The Voringer line is what I would call that. There's a lot of speed up there. Now we'll see as they start to work that line higher and higher. That might start to cost. Speaking of starting to cost, spin out. 62 is able to get it off the track. Caution light is out.
66 Mitchell Strayer got caught down there between turns 3 and 4. So we'll realign them with the 4 cars we have left.
So now we're down to 4. Guaranteed a 4th place finish. Shenanigans are happening up here. Greg and Nick are instigating shenanigans.
Get off from behind me, fucker. I don't trust you.
All right, well, you have 4 left. 3 laps to duke
Not
out.
safe for work language there. I had to give a little mute.
Great battle between
All right, 4 left. Trying to run high. 3 tries to go to the bottom. Makes a good run of it. Mannigan back to the 4th position. 3 goes low. 3's running that bottom line. And he gets his way up into 2nd place. There's some speed there. Three's worked all the way up, slid all the way to that 2nd position. One to go. Number 60 still in the lead. Let's stay with your leader for the finish. Picking up the win. The number 60. Looks like we got 2 more heats of modifieds coming up.
The 88 of Jaden Fryer. 3rd unofficially the 21 Emma Tyler Madigan. 2nd, the 3 of Jason Schuler. 2nd heat win of 2019 here at the Speedway for the 60F. I'm out of big hand, Jared Franson.
Jared Franzen picking up the win, the number 60.
Qualified heat race number 2 going out onto the speedway. On the 89 is Tom Peskin and his outside.
Yeah, it looks like there's a third.
Looks to be the veteran driver out of Comanche, the 77J, Steve Johnson. The 53 from Cascade is Matt Stein to his outside. The 3G from Shannon, Illinois is Bryce Garnhart.
Bryce Garnhart, number 3. We've had him on the podcast.
The 66 car. 66P, that is Adam Peshin. Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. And to his outside, the 7D from Buena Vista is Dustin Wilward. Bringing up the tail of the
Looks
field,
like we're going to have hobby stocks coming up next.
Bruce Hanford. 10 laps the distance here, qualifying heat race number 2. Tom Peskin going to bring us down.
Tom Pesca on the lead in the 89 in that blue machine. Steve Johnson on the outside. Oh, Bryce Garnhart tries to weasel his way in there. Steve Johnson closes the door. Preston tries to get in there himself too. Now Garnhart dives down low, gets on the bottom side of Steve Johnson. Garnhart drag races back down the backstretch, neck and neck with Johnson. He'll go low. Johnson on that upper line. Now Garnhart slides up to the top to kind of block. Oh, we got a spin, we got a spin. Looks like no contact was made. .66 get for the spin, and then it looked like 53 was able to get around without making any damage there. No contact, it looks like.
Caution coming out of the speedway, the 66P. Adam Peshin turn around, face the wrong direction. Matt Stein in the 53 car now penalized. Spun to a goal.
Looks like Garnhart's going to be scored as in the lead.
2-lap score complete, 2 down, 8 to go. Vanilla Bryce Garnhart scored as your race leader. Steve Johnson rides the number 2 spot. He'll elect the top side. Tom Pesca piles in.
Tom Pesca. Yeah, I know they're close. Hey, Tom Pesca's basically underneath Garnhart's tire. Garnhart just takes off like a rocket. Goes to the bottom. Johnson to the top. 53 gets by the 88. Oh, 61 comes off the front, tries to cut back to the track, and spins out. That'll bring another caution flag out.
This time for the 61 Bruce Hanford. He gets shoveled off the front chute side, turned around, facing the wrong direction, out on the horse track.
See Michael Pigsley wash. I think I might say your name wrong, but part of the Kids Car Club, great organization,
3-lap score complete, 3 down,
helping
7
to provide a great service for kids at the racetrack. They give old trophies away, they give prizes, they do all sorts of cool stuff. Working with a bunch of local tracks. We're racing right now again. Garnhart takes that bottom liner on that first lap. He's gonna try and slide up. It looked like he had a bit of a stumble there, it sounded like. They're 4 wide right there. We're gonna stick with that patch because I don't know how they're gonna fit around this little track. 3 wide now. Here's the sprinter part of the Garnhart way out in the lead. Johnson in second. 5 laps down, halfway down. Garnhart with a good lead. You hear the 7J, this yellow car's going to be up on our side when it comes by. Just screaming on the top of the track there. Running that high side the whole way around the top of the bowl. Trying to get by the 53. 53 slides up. Garnhart hugging that top line. And we're getting Johnson and 7 are following suit. Looks like 7's finally got around 53, possibly kind of scored, went a little too high over the edge. Now he's way over the edge. He hangs on to it. Wild ride there. Puts it up on 3 wheels, comes out the front stretch, slides back, ramps it. Did you see that, folks? Completely caught air coming back on the track. He is just checkers or records mode right now. 1 to go. We're sticking with him. Garnhart picks up the win. Garnhart, Steve Johnson, second, 53, third.
Third spot to the 53 of Matt Stein. Second
Matt Stein.
7J of Steve Johnson in your heat race winner. How about a nice hand for Vanilla, Bryce Garnhart. Qualifying heat race number 3 set to roll onto the speed.
Here comes our last heat race. It looks like after that we're going to have hobby stocks. And there is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 hobby stocks. Like I said, over 120 cars tonight.
Dennis Spencer to his right out of Maquoketa, the number 70 of Joe Bonnie. Looks like that's all we'll get. Final 10 laps of modified action. We'll move into the hobby stocks. Check it out.
Here we go. Number 7 with a hole shot. And they're going to call it fair. Running the top side there. Like the 57 running the bottom line, but everyone else is basically running that upper bowl. Race leader number 1 just riding the rim up there. Let's watch the pack as they go by here. Kind of see the lines that they're picking. I said 57 is the only one, and maybe the 80 that's picking that middle to lower line. Work back to the field. There's your race leader. Find where the race is going on. We're going to catch Ray Cox Jr. here, trying to battle for that second position. Following the leader there. Still running that top line. Let's catch your race leader. Two to go, two to go. Last lap. And your winner, number one, picking up the win. We have late models in staging. Late models are in staging.
Number 7, Avaman Short, picking up the win. Feature winner last time out. And the Markall and Sons, Bader Construction, Schofield Plumbing. Number B1, it's Bone, Jeff Larson.
Jeff Larson picking up the win. And here comes Hobby Stock. Hobby Stock's back on the track. See, pretty good turnout. Let's see, maybe he's in the next heat. I know Daniel Walters has a new chassis. Don't see him out there yet.
Sean's Auto Hobby Stocks. On the pole, the 18 is Dawson Bowling. To his outside, the 59 is Roger Wickers. Row number 2, the 11S is Shane Overbrock. To his outside, the M1 is Lane Boringer. Row 3, the 58B is Randy Byerly. And to his outside, the 14C is Leah Roden. Row number 4 on the inside, 01 is Kyle Horner. And the 357 is Brett Bannister.
And they're off racing. There's a big pack. They keep it clean somehow. Stay in a big pack. Here we go again, coming into 3 and 4. Look at, they're on the outside. Lauren Voringer tries to work around the 59. Gets a little physical. Is able to squeak into second place there. Three wide going into 1. Kyle Borger trying to make it 4 wide for a second. Leah down there on the inside in the 14. You see Kyle up there throwing a rooster tail in that 01M. See him out there getting grip where others haven't been able to go as high to get. Puts that right rear back there and just rips it. Seeing the pack staying close together. 1 to go, 1 to go. I think the M1 is scored as your leader right now, but it's going to be close. It's going to come down to this last corner. Looks like Foringer picks up the win.
Second spot to the 11S of Shane Overbrockland. And your heat race winner from right here in the Coconut. Come on for Lane Voringer.
Lane Voringer picking up the win.
Heat race number 2, Sean's Auto Repair. Hobby Stocks.
Second heat now.
You gotta go do redraws for late models. Enjoy this. Yeah, for sure.
This should be a good heat as well. 7.5 Justin Walker on the front row. Stillwater to the outside, the 49.
There's the Daniel Walters' new chassis. There's new Rev chassis. He's got, I think it's had one night in Boone on it, I believe.
And to his right, back in a hobby stock, the 4R, Randy Lamar.
I'm not sure what was going on there. Oh, that's why.
Trying to give all the cars possibility. Ready for the features. We got two Sport Mod B mains coming up.
Ooh, we will have Sport Mod B mains tonight. That's exciting.
Indoor features.
That means Mike Clausen's going to have to try and race to the feature. Looks like late models are coming up next. Late models, first time they've been on the track for a race. That's a better start. They try and go 3 wide there. There's a whole pack of them. Do they stay clean? There's a sideways car, catches back together. They're good. Oh! Oh! Clear, misses the tractor, goes through the rut. I think we're going to keep it under green flag. He caught as much air as he saw in that modified race. Not as much as Brad Mooring did in the 555. Looks like he is going to take that thing back to the pits. A rough night. Just got pushed to the top side and caught a whole bunch of air. Now look at that, Daniel Walters in that brand new Rev chassis. Works his way up into the lead, scored as the leader right now. At the halfway point of the race. Oh! Last lap here. Oh. Daniel Walters picks up the win. 49 second, 28 third unofficially. It is time for what we've been waiting for. Looks like on that front row is your man, Kelly. Let's get a zoom in out there. Number 58, Jeremiah Hurst, starting on the outside. Last year's national points champion. Now is the time. If you got friends watching at home, it's time to share because we're gonna go late model racing. If you don't know what late model racing is nuts.
Late model set to roll out onto the speedway qualifying heat race. Number 1 gonna look like this on the pole, the 007 car. That is Lake Canute to the outside. 58 car, your defending INC national champion. The 7 from Buffalo is Andy Nesworski. Row 3 on the inside, the 60 from Ray Coconut. That is Doug Knight, his outside the 60 car. The Fairfax Flyer. The 22 is Tegan Evans. Bringing up the tail in row number 5. The R19 car is Joe Ross as we get set to go. 10 laps the distance here. Qualifying heat race. Hanover meets IMCA late models. First time to the Speedway. Set to turn them loose. Lake Canute, Jeremiah Hirsch, your front row. Here they come.
Jeremiah with the jump. Jumps the pack on the field. Slides up to the top where the grip is and grips and rips. Looks like Ryan's trying to go 3 wide back there. Jeremiah is gone. Solid gown. Doug 9 the 5 tries to dig underneath 007. Check out your race leader. We're back from the zoom-in session. Jeremiah Hirsch just rocking in the lead there. Car's kind of going single file. We're going to catch some racing action here. Looks like 007 in the 60. Let's check out what's going on. One to go for Jeremiah. We'll catch him here. Jeremiah Hirsch is going to pick up your heat race win.
Of Andy Nesworski, second position to the 23 of Todd Van Tass, and your heat race winner, driving the car number 58. He comes to us from Dubuque. He is your IMCA national champion in 2018. How about it for Jeremiah Hirsch?
Oh, knock it off. Shut up.
Hey.
Preston Telephone Company, Oriented Tire Repair, Swift Springs, A&E Freight Service, Roberts Custom Software, United Auto Workers, all sponsors on the car, number 58.
Hey.
Rolling across the scales, trying to make it official. Tire cushion just flew off the 12 car.
Huh?
That is Jeff Hickey. Is outside the 07 from Davenport is Matt Ryan. What the 65
yeah.
is charging Chuck Hammond to his outside. The 99 is Luke Feshka. The 5th and 5th of the 75.
Oh, did not like that start. After this race, we're going to move into our consolations. We're going to have 2 Sport Mod consies. And then we will take a little intermission.
They don't have the radio on or they're not listening. I told them about that. Gary, Mark, you guys got a radio?
Caution lights out, set to go.
Hey, Greg.
Try it again.
Greg. All right, we're back. Donnie Pataska there in the number 12. Pataska off the pace, something going on there. Trying to get around the 23 here. 1D on the high side. Looks like he's going to be able to slide him. They're neck and neck as they go. Come down the front stretch. Just squeak by. They're too wide back there. The 07 now is trying to get into the mix. Now they try and go 3 wide, almost make contact. Three cars trying to go down the path of one. 28's going to slide up, try and slide right in the middle. He does. 07 now cuts to the bottom. 07 now takes that bottom line away. Now he's going to slide up in front of the 28. 28 now tries to go to the bottom. Can't quite carry the speed. 07 now blocks the bottom, slides up. One to go. 07's got 1 lap left here. Runs the high side. Kind of cuts a little bit of a too sharp of a line there. Has to kind of pull it back in. Now dives down low. Tries to see if he's got anything left in it. Not quite able. 1D picks up the win. Oh, sweet. That was Matt Ryan out there. I said that in the last race, wasn't that? Was not. And Jim Viking picking up the win in the 1D. All right, looks like it's consolation time for the Sport Mods. We're going to have 2 consolations tonight. Which is great to see. Like I said, I love consolation racing. Make them race, make them have to fight for that that spot.
B-Main number 1, they're rolling out onto the speedway. Top 4 cars are going to head on to the A-Main. Everybody else on the trailer, we'll see you next week. On the pole, 77X from Davenport. That is Brandon Setzer.
Top 4 cars. only the top 4 cars are going to make it. Everyone else is back on the trailer. So 4 will make it, 5 will not.
The inside of row number 5 will look to the 7 Emma Nate Miller. To his outside will be the 39R of Rance Powell. Set to go qualifying heat rate or qualifying B main. Number 1 and 2, top 4 cars going to head on tonight's team. Everybody else.
And there's some immediate contact there in the back, and they try and fight again. They want to be in that top 4 position. So we're going to stick around here in that 4, 5, 6 area, where that's kind of your defining line. Now these guys, the sport mods are all kind of hugging the bottom right now. A few are venturing up, but nothing too much. Right now, our first 4 are single file. There's the cutoff right there, 4W. And they're starting to spread a little bit out, just a little bit more. Again, the front pack. Oh!
Turned around upside down off the end of turn number 1. Speedway Fire and Rescue blazing to the scene. Hope to get word on our driver, Scott Williams. Joe Grant tangled down the front stretch. Waterman with nowhere to go, taps tires, gets himself headed up off the top. Woo.
We're going to get word here on the driver. What a tumble. Looks like driver, he is out. We're going to get a zoom in, but driver is out. His night's over, but
out of the car, he's all right.
He's walking around. What a tumble that was. Is that part of the race car? That's the fuel cell. You see there, the firefighters, the fuel cell got ripped out of the car. What a tumble. Like I said, once we got word that the driver was out, we zoomed in a little bit. We want to make sure he's okay. They're gonna give him a quick ride. Make sure he's okay, but yeah, that's a full fuel cell. You can see the firefighters there trying to figure out.
Check, 1, 2, check. Well, get the news, big boy, is they turned Waterman out of his car.
What a tumble. We will try and get word with him if we can.
Just to let you know, for those of you that can't see, fuel cell is out, did its job, didn't come apart. Rest of the car did its job keeping Jared safe, but it is a crumbled mess sitting over here off the top of turn number 1.
So yeah, you can see driver was okay. Fuel cell did exactly what it was supposed to do. It broke away from the car and just is laying there now. It's an issue now of how they're gonna get rid of it. But what a just.
But he did get out of the car on his own, so that's a good sign. So glad to see that from Jared Waterman.
Just a situation he got.
The damage to the rear, especially you saw him go tumbling, barrel roll end over end.
Yeah, that just shows you a couple weeks ago, Brad Moore in the 555 took a flight similar to that. He went end over end like forwards versus that was kind of like a cartwheel. But we talked a lot about safety. It was on an episode of the podcast, and this is why safety is so important. That driver just went through that accident and crawled out of there. I can guarantee you watch that as a racer. Looks like they got the fuel tank is up. And you really do think this is why safety equipment is so important in today's racing, you know? The fact that, you know, we're going to be able to get that fuel cell away.
Knock that fuel cell right out of it.
Yeah. Like I said, we're going to try and see what we can get for a view here of the car. Like I said, if you're just joining and seeing some wreckage, driver Walters got out. Out on his own, actually wasn't assisted. Got out, walked around a little bit. Hey! Oh, wait a minute. No. What are you in the A main? Are you on the trailer?
We're in the County, the next one.
Woo!
Oh, Mike Lawson at the wheel.
I know Mike's at the wheel. All right, if you're just joining us, you can kind of hear. Derek Wilson's up here from Team Varium. Coming up for the upper view. Did you see
guys
that?
Catch that?
Yeah, I got the whole thing.
Fantastic.
Joe, driver got
fantastic. That's cool.
yeah, driver got out. He got out on his own. He popped right up. Hey, that so Derek Wilson, you're racing that. Thank you. Derek, you're working with the with the Team McCready rig.
Well,
Team
the Nick McCready
yeah, Crady.
rig has been a lot of work, but it's
Yeah.
also been a lot of fun because Nick makes racing a lot of fun. Being out here in Magogota is a lot of fun to come out. There's a good crowd tonight.
It's a huge crowd.
A large
I
car
rolled in
count.
late.
I've run into 2 people that were just like, hey, I'm from Minnesota. Hey, I was working in Cedar Rapids, asking me questions about the racetrack. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's been really good. We been 2 for 2 today. Mudbugs were really good. Had a good gate, good truck
Right,
count.
good.
Everybody was happy. My dad ended up driving the tractor.
Did he really?
Oh, it was a good time.
In the mud?
Yeah. Well, I mean, pulling out like getting the guys that get stuck.
I see it. I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah,
today, but we've been
there was
pretty
a good
busy
test.
thrashing on the Nick McCready modified.
Oh yeah. Oh, I guarantee that. But wait, did they move the car? No, they're getting the tow. But what? That was just another incident of just when I was talking earlier about this is why safety equipment's so important, because he just popped out of that car like, you know, I'm sure he's going to be sore and adrenaline's going right now, but.
So a little bit of race car talk. So
Yes,
we were in
race car
Farley
talk.
last weekend. Bibster was there. It was
Yes.
the first time since Nick McCready bought that car that we had it on the racetrack. And there's a couple things I said to you that night.
Yes.
For one, I said the brakes don't help the car turn. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
And really, they were more of a down. They hurt the car more than they helped it, as in they upset the car.
Yeah.
So what we figured out by staring at the car over and over, knowing something wasn't right, was the rear end. How you and I moved it the other night, we made those bar measurements the same. Well, on that race car, those bars aren't the same measurement. So what we did was turn the trail the wrong way. So essentially the rear end is the wrong way. So that's why that car only wants to drive well on the throttle. So the rear end is walked, because typically it's the wrong way.
Yeah.
So it makes a lot of sense of what we went up with against the other night.
Yep.
Mike's in it, I get to watch it.
Oh yeah, I'm
Little
excited.
racetrack science.
Hey, he's looks like he's outside the second row.
Yes, he is, and he has to get top 4 to qualify.
And
the whole rear end is moved now. But if there's a wheelman to go figure it out, it's Mike Clausen.
Clausen's the man.
Mike's got, and I might have this number wrong, and he won't tell you this, but I'll tell you this. He told Bibster last night because
Yes,
I had
he
to
did.
dig it out of him, but he's
did.
got like 18 national championships. My favorite story is when they were kids, they would have a end of the year party or a dinner or whatever, and Jeff Gordon lit a tree on fire with the fireworks.
Yeah, he was telling stories last night. I do love, if you get a chance ever to see this car, you can tell he's a kart driver by how that seat is sitting.
Yeah, I
Like-
don't know if that'll work for me. He's all laid back, legs, knees up.
Yeah, it's like he sat in it, and I was like, I wasn't, and he goes, well, sit there, gravity. And I'm like, you're in a race car.
Putting that seat in, I was like, are you sure?
Are you
sure?
sure? Are you
Are
sure?
you sure that's where you want it?
I've been in talks. If Bibster gets in size, I think I can get behind the wheel.
If Bibster gets thinner,
Yes.
is that where we're going?
Yeah, that's what we're going with. Hopefully.
Is your wife listening?
Yes,
'Cause I know.
think so.
I know.
I know.
You know, and I know.
Yeah. Oh, look. Oh, hey, the car move. Sorry, we're gonna try and get a shot here again. Fuel cell completely thrown from the car. Derek, did you see that?
For Britt and Brenda Montgomery. Of course, Montgomery's long time in racing, going all the way back to Britt's dad, Dean. And Britt and Brenda, big
Just
part
a hard
of
hit.
McCoke
It looks
season
like
last season.
Hopefully it's just the tail bent on that
I think it
thing.
looks like just the tail. The
Hopefully.
front end looks straight.
And an exciting night
Hopefully
of
it's just
dirt
the
track
tail,
racing
but-
to follow
Yeah.
right here at McCoke
Hopefully it's just the
Speedway.
tail, but it might not be.
Hey, I mean, that Brad's wreck was just the nose and the tail.
Did you guys see some crashing or some silly stuff at the mud bogs today? Anybody about to jump out of line?
We saw one car. Oh, trying to think of it. I think it was Brittany Sutterman took a left turn in the pit.
Is that right?
But then made it straight again. That was good. It was pretty good. Nothing too crazy.
I mean, mud boggers are kind of crazy.
Yeah, they are. But I mean, nothing like. No one was popping out of the pit.
Nothing
Oh,
like that?
oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I forgot about Kyle Shambaugh.
Go racing, Bibbs.
Kyle Shambaugh couldn't keep his front end down. Greatest wheelie in the world. And we're racing. Again, top 4, which now are completely different. Because 3 of the top 4 were in that wreck. '77 in the lead, 92 right behind him. Sportmon's been all running this bottom line here. Everyone else all night's been running the top. Again, we're going to go back to that 4th, 5, and 6 position because this is where the races happen. Again, only one car out of these 3 will make it to the feature. That guy in the front there, the number 92, no. The 39 is in the feature. 77 is now, so we're going to see how they race trying to. 39 is trying to secure it a little bit by getting around the 71. One to go. Here we go. Number 9 in the spirit of Derek is, he's weaseled himself in. Weaseled himself on the bottom. One more turn and he's in the feature. What a race. Number 9 was able just to sneak in there.
Unofficially in 4th, the number 9 of Scott Williams. In 3rd, the 71J, Justin Schroeder. 2nd, the 93, Dustin Tran. Picking up the win. How about it for the 77X of Brandon Sitzer.
So the number 1 coming up is Mike Clausen, like we talked about, the Nick McCready modified. And if this Sport Mod, sorry. If this car goes well, I'm going to have a lot of pride in my dirt track science. Yeah, so we'll see.
Dirt track
if it goes
science.
really bad, I'll probably not come back on the microphone.
if you hear me go, Nick left.
Will be the number 1 and Mike Clausen.
Hey-o!
The 10, Levi Lehman. Outside.
You guys watched me during the heat race. I was kind of.
4th row will be the 11 of Ryan.
So he is starting safe, but he's got to fight. He's got to fight everyone behind him. There must have been a lot of sport mods tonight to have 2 cons and only 4 make it through.
Yeah. I was kind of trying to do some math and figure out how many are left because that consi didn't go that well.
Yeah.
All right, Mike.
All right, we're back. Mike Clausen gets out of the way of that. All sorts of carnage there in the back. Oh, carnage right behind him, too. I don't even know what happened.
The guy just hit Mike under yellow.
He did. He did.
If I could tell Mike anything from the 1 lap they just made, it'd be more rear brake. to bring the car around.
Yeah.
Looks like a front end push.
From Levi Lehman. Looks like he'll have to pull that number 10 into the pit area.
And we've eliminated cars, which is good.
And he'll take the shortcut over to the bank between turns 1 and 2.
Oh.
Did
There's
not get a lap in, so we'll restack him, do it again.
Yeah, there's a car sitting on the other edge there.
So I'm guessing that guy drove off the racetrack because something actually gave way and broke. Couldn't
Probably.
steer.
Yeah.
Ryan Reed's number 11.
I think that's might have been what started it all.
Maybe he went in and couldn't turn, and that's why I hit Mike.
Yeah.
Took 12 cars out of the heat races to go to the feature. Top 4 out of each B main. We'll complete our 20-car field.
It's going to be a 20-car field.
Tension in the pit area, tension in the pit area. Stock car feature. Line up right now. You are next. Stock car feature. Line up, you are next. We're going right away after this B main. Stock cars, if you're not lined up, you need to be right now. Stock cars, line up your feature right now, please. Looks like Ryan Reed also got crumpled up there on the left rear. So he'll be pulled back to the pit area. We could see a green flag next time around. Again, down in the pit area, stock cars, line up your feature. Stock cars, line up your feature. Let's go, hurry, hurry, hurry. Thank you, Johnny Spa. Johnny Spa heading toward the staging area. Rest of the stock cars, you need to be on your way also if you are not already there. Hey, don't forget, coming up 2 features tonight, we will have the Front Row Challenge. The driver starting up front. Or within the first few rows, we'll have the opportunity to go to the back. And if that driver can work their way back up through the field, win the feature, there'll be a bonus of $150 for that driver. Having 4 cylinders every week in one other class.
What we're currently waiting on is, let's
77W with Drew Burke.
kind of zoom in, I'll show you what we're waiting
One
on.
of Mike Clausen.
Let's try to figure out what's going on here.
47, Corey Kunzelman.
Car had trouble steering, so I don't know if something's broke on the front end there.
19, Will Forrester. Brandon Dark with the B21, 32, TJ Fortman. 96 of Jacob Beal.
So we'll take a couple minutes to get that figured out.
Hey, let's call for 50-50.
Not sure what they're thinking here. Looks like they got a car. Yep, the car's coming up and over.
We'll do all that as soon as we get the number.
Let's see what happens here.
Now I see what the delay was. They had to hook up to Levi Lehman. I thought Lehman just went over the turn so he could get back to the pits quicker. Got him hooked up to the winch, pulling him toward the infield.
Street stock feature will be the first feature of the night, and we are moving directly into that from our normal program. So
IMCA stock car feature coming up.
we'll get ready for that as soon as we're going. Hopefully, I got my volume a little bit better. All right, we're back.
Do not have a lap in yet.
No laps in. Again, remember we talked about this earlier. Top 4 are going to make it into the feature.
Again, Drew Burke will lead him around.
Drag racing down the backstretch. Number 3 tries to get on the bottom side. Oh, Clausen goes up and over. Pretty much single file now. Clausen is trying to work his way back up. One to go, one to go. B main winner, number 2. Means we are going to move right into our features.
Well, we know the third, top 3 anyway. We'll sort out the rest after that. Unofficially in third, 47, Corey Kunzelman, and second,
All right, that'll bring on our street stock feature.
77s. Sweep the two Sport Mod B mains. How about it for the 77 W Drew Burke?
All right, it's time for feature racing.
Scheduled to be 18th man apprentice, that is Tom Schmidt. His outside the 83 car is Jimmy Cummins. Row number 2 on the inside, the 27Z, that is Chase Aruba. And his outside.
Yeah, 357 third.
Yep. Yeah, let him up.
Hey, it's time for a
Yeah.
front row challenge. Tom Schmidt.
Don't forget it's feature racing time, folks. It's time to share the feed with your friends. They want to see this. We'd love to see how many people and how far we can go. We've already had some viewers in Louisiana. We are doing it. Number 18 and 83. Nope, looks like just the 18. So the 18 is going to be doing the challenge.
99 car, that is Scott Jordan. To his outside, the IV-25.
So that means if the 18 can go back and win the race, it's going to get an extra $150. It's happening every week in the 4-cylinder class, and then it's happening one other class each week. So 18 decided to take the bet.
It's great to have a good field of the stock cars. It's going to be fun. Tom Schmidt coming up turn number 4, starting at the back.
Up on your feet, waving your hands, making some noise. It is stock car showtime. Chaser with the 27Z. Jimmy
Don't forget, if you're at home, the 18 chose to go to the back of the pack. 20 laps the distance.
Our first A main feature of the night.
6 A mains total tonight. This is the first. Here we go racing. They're already 3 wide into the pack. There's a caution is out. Caution is out.
Get tangled together down along the exit of turn number 4. And the caution flag will wave.
All right, looks like they did not score a lap, so we are going to go ahead and reset the. Looks like they'll reset the lines. I'll line up. Oh, 1 lap was scored. Okay. 1 lap scored, so they will. Leader will get the start by himself.
He'll elect the top or the bottom. Tim Bader in the third spot. Will file in on the opposite.
Don't forget the car to watch. That's number 18 right there. Currently doing the back row challenge, the front row challenge, sorry. He was qualified to start at the front of the race, decided to take the option to win an extra $150 and go to the back of the pack. Because of a wreck, he's already worked his way up 2 spots, so we'll see. We're going to go green flag racing this lap. They go 3 wide. They go 3 wide in multiple places. Number 18 now on the bottom, working his way up. Look at that, already working up into the top 4. Now he's on the bottom again. On the bottom of the 83. Number 31 has scored as your leader, 00 in second, 83 in third, and 18 now working into third position. Oh! 99 coming off the track a little bit there. Let's get back to your leaders. 31 out in the lead. You have 00 behind him. Hoping any kind of a mistake is made. Double zero on the high side. Look at that, 1, 2, 3, all in a line back there. Now 00 goes on the bottom, gives a little touch. Double zero tries to work on the high side now. 18 works way up on the top. They're almost 3 wide. 18 on the high side of the 00. Running into that lap traffic now. 18 takes advantage of it, comes in behind. Dives down behind the lap traffic. 31 in the 00, trading back and forth now. $12 laps down, 8 to go. 18 into the bumper of the 00. Works around the top side, kind of gave him the bump and go. Checkered flag is out. Oh. All right, so where we're at, 12 laps down. 18, who's on the front row challenge, has worked his way back up to the third position. They were all so close. I don't know if the caution's really going to help him.
He'll elect the top side. Tom Schmidt will take the inside.
12
Caution lights are out. 2 behind, 2 behind. Your race leader,
All right, 18 on the bottom side of the 00. Tries to get a front bumper under the 31. Drag races back down the backstretch. Can see that extra money in his pocket. It's coming. Runs the high side. Runs all the way to the top of the track. Gets a nice run down the front stretch. Runs on the bottom. The 00 gets on the inside of the 31. Opens the door for the 18 to slide around the top. Is right there. But now the 00 makes it 3 wide, goes into the lead coming down the backstretch. 15 laps down, 5 to go. 00 now scored in the lead. 18 in second, according to that lap. Now the 18 shifted back. 31 now in second. Goes on the high side, 31 gets below. It's a tired game now, 3 laps to go. Trying to work that top side of the track. It looks like it's kind of falling away. Your leader, the 00. 19 to go, 1 left. .00 picks up the win. I think it's going to be 31 in second, 18 in third. What an effort. Coming all the way back to the pack. Let's get a quick rundown if you're watching at home of the finishing scoreboard. 00 picking up the win. 5th place, number 25. 99 in 4th. Impressive run back in the 99. Had that one kind of in that early laps in the race. About slid off the front of the racetrack. 31 or 18 on attempting to do the front row challenge. Gets 3rd place. 31 in second, and 00 picking up the win. Looks like sport mods are next. 20 sport mods will come out. We had 4 heats, 2 consolations. I think we must have 30 sport mods, if I'm doing my math right. Got about 30, 31.
Stolte Farm, Cohort Saloon, Spawn Chassis, Cedar Rapids Toyota, Pit Crew Barbecue, Miller Lite, all sponsors. On the car, 00.
There's your winner. Johnny Spa picking up the win.
Johnny, I don't know if you could really see what was going on there behind you, but you guys are 3 wide down the back, 3 wide down the front. Never touched. This is why stock cars are probably the best class IMCA's got.
Yeah, I hope Rick told me back in 2015 that they didn't think they'd ever have crate motors in stock cars, and I hope they don't ever change that because they put on
Johnny Spall picking up the win. Sport mods are up next. Sport mods are up next. Hey, we're on Facebook and YouTube. Make sure if you're watching on either one, like the page Done Right TV. If you're on YouTube, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified whenever we go live. We do all sorts of events, everything from motorsports. There's radio shows, there's podcasts, there's concerts that are coming up this summer. There's a whole lot of events that we want you to be able to see, and we want to take those experiences to you no matter where you are in the world. And so part of that is through our live streaming. So make sure to like Done Right TV. Done Right TV on Facebook, and make sure to subscribe and hit the bell on YouTube so that way you can know the next time we're live what the next race we're going to be at. We want to also, some of our other supporters that have been helping us out do this, Varium Racing, make sure to give them a like over on Facebook. They're a group of it's a team of racers. It's not necessarily just one sport. It's everything from ATVs to junior drags to all sorts of events, so make sure to check them out. Headed by the number 9 modified pilot Derek Wilson, known as D-Rec, and it's a great thing. And also check out Bibbs Promotions, because that is me. And wherever we go, we'll usually put some kind of info what's going on. We're doing a thing about Racer Carnage, having some pictures of stuff that's had bad days. We had one today at the Mud Bogs. Driver pulled out of the pit, truck was off, tried to restart it, wouldn't start. Realized there was a connecting rod through the block, so that would remedy that. So make sure to like those pages, but again, make sure for sure Done Right TV. And if you are wondering about internet TV solutions, anything that anything basically technology, contact Done Right. Everything from TV installs to security solutions to Dish Network to now even internet. There's basically something for everyone now. What is going on here? Car drove back to the pits, and now is back in the center. Something must be going on tech-wise.
Inside the 9 is Scott Williams, and the outside, the B21 of Brandon Tharp.
All right, sport mod time. Now, sadly, our car that Derek Wilson was up here talking about, we did not make the big show. Still just working on it, trying to figure it out. But big steps made tonight, big steps. So we'll get an update on that, I'm sure. 20 cars out there tonight, and it's going to be wild. Sport mod racing is one of the funnest races out there. It is just brutal at some times because wonder what's going on down here. Let's take a quick look in the tech area.
Once again, 50-50 ticket winner tonight, 489-137, 489-137. Again, picking up at the pit shaft. 489-137, pick up in the pit shaft.
We got one feature down, 5 to go.
Salute these drivers. What a show they put on for you. 15 more laps for the sport mods. Let's get up on your feet. Wave your hands. Wave your hands. Kids, whatever you can grab. It is time to go. Time to salute these drivers. They'll be saluting right back at you. Up for turn number 4. Here come the sport mods.
20. They're just pack racing now. Tyler Soppy is in there. Oh! A little bit too high there. That'll bring the caution flag out. He went a Tony Hawk Pro Skater on the top of the berm there and tried to grind the center of the car. Looks like he might be able to get free. No, he looks like he is stuck. They're going to have to give him a little bit of a pull there to get him started again. 2 laps scored. Corner 1 has been kind of rough tonight.
Jacob Ellithorpe paces the field so far.
72 scored as your leader, then it's the 6 and 2nd. Tyler Soppy out there in the 5th position right now. Jerry Miles in the number 4. He's sitting in 3rd place right now. Some of the names that you've heard us mention.
At 16 S.
Looks like they'll get him hooked and pulled over. Looks like 4-cylinder feature is next, which will mean it'll be probably 4-cylinder modified hobby stock late model, but don't quote me. Looks like they got him off the berm there. See if they can get him to refire. Like I said, there was some packs of race cars there. There was not a whole lot they could do. So it looks like they got them all. Yep, he's back on the track, coming on the tail end of the field now.
And they stack them up 2 by 2 behind.
So it looks like if the 72 here kind of eases in, it looks like they might be able to get everybody back in low order. Looks like we're going to go one more lap under caution. Guys, a good view of the cars as they come around. We're going to go green flag racing right here. Jerry Miles on the bottom side there. Got Tyler Soppy all over the back, all over the tail, all over his bumper. Soppy and Miles trying to get by the 72 now. Miles out by himself. We got Tyler Soppy all over his bumper. Running that bottom side, we talked about it all night. The Sport Mod's been really liking the bottom of the track there. There's a few on the top, but they've really been driving it down low. 5 laps scored, 10 to go. Miles and Soppy 1-2. Now Soppy on the top side, tries to slide onto the bottom. Soppy goes high. Miles stays low. Soppy falls back down, and this whole time you got the number 12 up there. Now 12 dives down the inside, tries to split the gap. Tries to be a superhero, slides Soppy off the top of the racetrack. Caution flag is out. Caution flag is out. Oh, I see why. Took a trip off the bank. 8 laps scored. 8 laps scored. So we got Miles and Soppy there. Number 12 basically was kind of running the top, but decided all of a sudden I'm diving down in. It's Neil in the number 12. So Miles will be at the start. Soppy's going to take the high side. Neil on the inside. Soppy on the high side, Neil on the bottom. Now, Soppy gets high. Neil tries to get on the inside. All over Jared Miles. Soppy might have edged him out on that lap. Yep, Soppy's pulling away now. 10 laps down, 5 to go. Neil goes high. Soppy's starting to pull away with it now. Now Neil tries to get around Miles. $13 to go, 2 more to go. Neil's trying to get around Miles. Little last lap shenanigans. Miles almost bumped Neil off the side of the track there. wireless.
And I tell you what, in points races, he's 3 for 3.
Tyler Soppe picks up the third win.
Orient Tire Repair, Durango Depot, Dubuque Bolts, among the sponsors. He can hear you right now. 3 for 3 for Tyler Soppe. Hey, I tell you what, 3 for 3 in the points races to start things off. Talk about that race. Hot competition right behind you.
Yeah, I was rolling around that bottom. It looked like there was a bunch of moisture down there. It's pretty dusty up top, but Gage threw that crappy slider and kind of let me know that the top was coming there, so cut it down to the car, but he showed me the way to win this race.
And after you were down bottom, you worked up top, you were able to put some distance between yourself and Miles and Gabe.
Yeah, once we got rolling around that top, it's cleaned off up there now. I think I obviously don't know what they were doing behind me, but must have had some guys go up with me and clean that off. And yeah, it's fun. That's slick everywhere around this place. It's a good race.
Hey, congratulations.
Thanks. Got to thank everyone that sponsored this car and all the help I got. Thanks a lot.
All right. How about it?
All right, it's time for 4 cylinders.
Tyler Soppe.
Nick's going to come out and offer them the front row challenge.
Front row challenge for the 4 cylinders. Corey Lana. Corey, do you want to start at the back for a chance at an extra $150? He says no, thank you. So Corey will start on the pole. All right. Chuck Hammond, you want to go to the back for an extra $150? He also is going to stay up front.
All right, so no one's going to take it on this one.
4 cylinders on the speedway for their main feature event. On the pole, the 24 is Corey Lana. To his outside, the W1 is John Campbell. Row 2, the 11 inches,
Yeah.
Rick Hempstead. To his
Be
outside
this,
will be the 4
this,
Ashley Ruben.
modified,
Row number 3, the 56 is
obviously
Joe
options and late
LaFrance.
models.
The T78 is Tyler Shady. Row number 4, the 12 of Mitch Bielenberg. That is Jake Ben Dixon, and his outside will be the 14 of Wayne Wise. Still don't have a name on the 30 car. The 8 is Austin Rubin. The F68 is Brenda Forbes. The 88 is Jamie Wood. 55 is Cody Staley. 513, Josh Lane, bringing up the tail of the field. The 101 is Nick Crow. Race fans, help us out. Up on your feet, waving your hands, making some noise. It is 4 cylinder showtime. The distance here, a main feature event. BNC Liquor, Obie's Bar, 4 cylinder, a main feature event. Corey Lana on the pole, John Campbell to his plank. Safety to go.
Here we go. They get around 1 and 2 clean. One goes to the bottom of the track. A little bit of contact there. Looks like that's Tyler Shady there. The T78. Working around the outside, getting to the number 3 position. Number 12, your leader. Number 24, second place. 11, third. It's like the 11 and the 24 battling there for that third position. Oh, a little bit of contact. W9 off the track. Race leader number 12. Two more laps to go. Last lap, or excuse me, that was the win for the number 12. Really good race for those 4-cylinders in general. Very few cautions. Looks like our late models, the first late model feature of the year. I don't know. All right, looks like we're getting ready to get our modifieds out here in a minute. Mitch Mullenberg, your winner.
Bill, it's been a minute or two since you and I got down here victory lane together. Car was hot rod fast tonight. You put it on him. Started kind of towards the back, worked your way up there and showed it to him. You guys got 4 wide there a couple times. I was getting a little hairy for you.
I don't know. I was on the bottom. I can't see right, I guess.
You're all right that way. Race fans, let him hear one more time. Mitch Bielenberg.
All right, well, shame on me. That first number I read off to you was for the Michael Kors purse that we were going to give away on Mother's Day, that red ticket. Still has not been claimed. 489-137. 489-137. That's for that beautiful designer purse from Michael Kors. You can pick that up at the pin check. Now I got the 50/50 ticket number.
All right.
It's kind of an orange ticket.
They're doing a little bit of housekeeping here at the track. So I'm going to take an opportunity to talk about Internet Solutions from Dunright. We just had Kyle Ernst, a Varium racer. He does a whole lot of artwork and runs a t-shirt company called Midnight Promotions. Go ahead and check him out on Facebook. He had an internet issue this week. I don't know who his provider was. I know who it is now, but he didn't have internet. It wasn't fixed for days. Now his business is online. He has to have internet to do his business. So he was making no money when he had no internet. And Dunright has a solution for that. It's actually what we're using right now. It's what we use whenever we go live streaming. Basically, it's a box you buy. There's a one-time fee for the box, and then you provide either an AT&T or a T-Mobile SIM card, kind of like what's in your phone, and you have a monthly plan with them. It's $80 or $100 depending on which one you pick, and it's unlimited. It works great. And here's the best part. All you have to do is plug it into a wall. Plug it into, give the thing power, and it has internet. It's also wireless, so it's all in a solution. It's great for people who have RVs, who travel. We've talked about, if you do a lot of business traveling and you need to do work when you're traveling for business and you want to make sure you're on secure internet, yeah, you can have antivirus and you can have different software to protect you. What's the best thing? Having your own internet that you're taking with you that you know is secure, you know it's fine. So give Kelly a call at Dunright TV. Maybe not right now, but give him a call Tuesday, and he will be able to set you up with this. I know Kyle's been very happy. We talked about it at the, he's a mud bogger. We talked about it today at the mud bogs, and he said it's the fastest internet he's ever had. And just the ability to, it's not tied down to anything. When he goes somewhere, he can take his business with him. So if that's something that you want to do, make sure to check that out.
Will be the 66 of Mitchell Strayer, the 7D.
All right, looks like modifieds are about ready to come on the track. We're going to hope for.
On the inside, that's Dennis Betzer. To the outside, the 14E of Dustin Morden. Row 9 inside, the 66P of Adam Bishop. To the outside, the 80N Richard Nelson. Row 10 will be the 89 of Tom Pesca.
If you're at home wondering what the difference between, we had the Sport Mod 2 races ago, and now we just had the modified, what the difference is. Sport Mod is a little bit, their suspension's a little different. They can't run the same kind of what we call a quick change rear end. That rear end is the ability where you can change the gears on the fly. Basically, you pop a cover on the back, about half a quart of oil comes out, you pull your gears out, you put the gears in you want, you bolt it back on, you fill it back up. You can literally change gears out in about 10 minutes. Sport mods all run a traditional 9-inch Ford rear end. So when they have to change gears, they got to pull axles out, and it's kind of more of a hassle. It's a little bit more of an affordable class. The suspension itself is different. They run what they call a 2-bar versus a 4-bar. So there's a little bit different in how you adjust them. But Sport Mod was kind of designed as a developmental class. It's really turned into being a very popular class. A lot of guys that stay in it for years and years because it's a lot of fun. What's the shenanigans on the corner there? I don't know if we had a 4-cylinder. I'll show you guys.
Children's Hospital at the University of Iowa with special guest star Kenny
I don't know what's going on.
Kenny Schrader will be here next Saturday night racing with us here at Makoki.
4-cylinder over the edge?
And he'll also be with us on Sunday up at
He
the
just went off and got stuck in the mud.
Oh, the 4-cylinder did? The 4-cylinder did?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, I see him now. Oh, there he is. Hey,
Mud duck.
The track's dry. That's all that counts. You're wondering what was going on.
Final count.
We had one 4-cylinder that was not accounted for. 20 cars. How many? 120 cars officially. That is crazy for, a lot of years ago this track was struggling and it was having trouble.
2 features to go.
2 more features after this. We're going to do this one, then we're going to do hobby stock, and then we're going to do late model. You want to make sure you're telling your friends about late models. We'll get into what late models are when they come up, but they're crazy. Yeah, Perry, noticing your comment in there on the Dunright TV comment line. And the track is really good. I will say, for as much rain as we've had, it's impressive, and that comes down to Randy, who does the track work here at Makokata. Phenomenal guy. Really puts the dedicated. I was looking out earlier. He was sitting out on the backstretch, kind of watching. Does really good track work. He probably left to go work in Makokata or Dubuque for tomorrow night, honestly. All right. 20. Yep. Looks like 20 modifieds out there tonight. Steve Johnson starting on the outside. Mangan's up there. You see Garnhart in the 3. These cars are coming by. Looks like we got one car. We got one more bonus car coming on the track.
Double checking, make sure everybody's in line.
Because that's what we normally do. We normally hardwire it. Yep, that explains it. Now we know. All right, here we go.
On your cell phones, we're going to wave them at the modifieds. Light up that grandstand. They're coming into turn 3. It's time to give them a wave off of turn number 4. Get those flashlights out, give them a wave.
Here come the modifieds. Time to share. When they come back around the track, they're going to be racing. I don't know why I'm waving up here. Here we go. Jared Franzen on the bottom, Steve Johnson on the top. They're 4 wide, Garnhart in the middle of it. Oh! It looked like number 14 was trying to come back on the track and clipped the 89 and the 16. Also, it's loud enough that we're setting off car alarms.
He's going to have to go pit side. Tough break. He's had some good runs to begin the season. Hey, one of my favorite races of the season I like to keep track of, the Payless Little 500. Over in Anderson, Indiana, that's going on tonight. As normal on the Memorial Day weekend. .33 sprint cars on a quarter-mile paved track in Anderson, Indiana. They're about, in fact, a little bit more than halfway through. Shane Hollingsworth, the current leader.
Right, looks like 89 had a little bit of damage. He's going to get pulled off the track. 16 back on the track. No laps scored, so Franzen,
So TJ Pate's on the hook.
it's like 89.
Spence. The third will tag the field. They get the indication one more to go. And we'll try it again.
Next lap, we're going to go green. No lap scored, so we're resetting the field.
We've been keeping up with the events over in Indianapolis. Chris Wyndham, he knows, had a heck of a 2 days. Flipped his Silver Crown car, got in a wreck in the Freedom 100. He's currently running 5th in the Little 500. So he's had a heck of a week.
And we're back. Garnhart to the bottom, trying to dive down low. On the bottom of Steve Johnson. Caution flag is out.
Caution again, this time Dustin Morden.
No lap scored.
By the way, we're talking about the Little 500. Kenny Schrader coming next week. Schrader running in the Little 500 tonight.
Yeah, that thing like
Pulled out of the
I got it.
race on lap 108. So Schrader out of the Little 500. We're looking forward to seeing him next weekend here at Pavilion's new lineup at the Duke Speedway. And we still don't have a left hand. Branson will try one more time to bring him around. He's kept clean on the first 2 starts.
All right, here we go. Garnhart to second place under Steve Johnson. Car over the berm. Yellow flag comes out. Only 3 laps scored. All right, we're back. All right. 3 laps scored. You know, I was going to knock on wood and say the sport mod feature was pretty clean because it kind of was. Modifieds are. $17 laps to go. Hobby stock, then late model.
Tyler Madigan and Matt Stein in that 6th and 7th position. Greg Henry.
Garnhart gets under Steve Johnson. Garnhart at the top of Franzen. Caution flag is out for another car facing the wrong direction. 2 more laps down. Hey Brett, I will be in Dubuque tomorrow. I'm planning on being in Dubuque tomorrow. We're not sure what we're doing. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing necessarily, but yeah, we plan on being in Dubuque tomorrow. So yeah, Brett, we'll hang out. It's been a while since we've been there, but yeah, so we'll be in Dubuque tomorrow night. Find out. You need to go to Dubuque. It's going to be fun. It's a 3-day weekend. Should be a good time. 5 laps are scored. Manigan is who did the single car turnaround, so he'll go to the back. We're gonna catch the leaders here. We're gonna do 1 more lap and then we're gonna go green. Yeah, Bryce Garnhart on the outside there won Davenport, Maquoketa, and Dubuque track championships. But he's got a lot of competition. Ray Cox Jr. behind him, Steve Johnson behind him. Franzen out there in the lead just kind of wants to be able to get a good restart, do 15 clean laps. They're stacking up now. Nice restart. Franzen's able to jump away. Now he's got the one on the outside. Really pulling a gap on the field now. '66 coming off the track now. Garnhart's trying to get around Franzen out of that second position. 12 laps to go. 9 laps left. 9 laps left. Five to go, 5 to go. No big changes. Steve Johnson gets around Franzen here. Let's go back into this race. Three to go. Last lap. Find your leader. Picking up the win, the number 1. Justin Moore picking up the win. Sorry, no. It's way off. Rick Cox Jr. getting 4th.
We'll get him across the scales. Hopefully get a chance to talk with, again, Jeff Larson.
There's your winner, Larson.
Matt Short with a good run. Fell back a little bit, came flying back up at the end for a top 5 finish. Nice Garnet Hart has one win this season. He's out of points with it, I believe.
Hobby stock feature. Hobby stock feature's up next. Now, if you're we talked the difference about the sport mod to modified, hobby stock to street stock, because they look similar. So hobby stock, they are still running a true DOT tire. Everyone else has to run like a Hoosier, racing tire. They have to run a true DOT tire. They recalled everything from like a bomber class to all sorts of things, but it's supposed to kind of be a pretty stripped down, lower horsepower class that, still is a full body car. But I mean, it's still stepped into where you're having whole chassis made, and so Just like all classes in racing, it's gotten up there, but
Here's Tyler Ball. Row 7 on the inside. The 8L is Lucas Short to his outside. The 7M is Justin Morhart. Row number 8, the 18L, is Dustin Bowling. And to his outside, the 60 is Dakota Simonson. Brett Vandison, 357, will bring up the tail of the field.
one more race. So we got 2 more features. We're making sure all of our stuff. We've kind of put our equipment through a big stress today because it literally ran almost all day at the mud bogs from like noon till 5. Got put in a truck and then drove here. So bit of a stress test, but it's working. Yeah. I mean, we're outrunning the equipment.
INCA Hobby Stock A main feature event. Stoney Leonard, the 49S. Shane Overbrecklin, the 11S, going to bring us down. We're going to weigh that at this time.
This will be the wave lap. Late models are next. Yeah, late models are going to be fast. Looking at some comments there in the Done Right TV comment thread, and late models are going to be real fast.
2 more times tonight. We need you here up on your feet. Wave your hands, make some noise. Yeah, Sean's Auto Service. Mr. Showtime.
They're going to get the wave lap, and then we are going to go racing next time by. All right, looks like we're going to go green flag this time by. Again, after this, we'll be doing our late model feature. Got some late model cars already coming on the track.
Set to go. Caution lights are
Here
on.
we go.
Gonna bring us down.
It's hard to see where everybody's at. They're 3 wide, they're 4 wide. Daniel Walters is working his way through the pack in that new red chassis. Looks like it's a 15-lap feature. 2 laps scored. Still 2 packs, 1 on the low side, 1 on the high side. 49 your current leader. 11 leading the pack on the high. 49 leading the pack on the bottom. We got 1 on the inside there. Daniel Walters running that bottom line, that new Rev chassis. Works his way into 3rd position. The bottom line starting to pull away from that top line of cars. Ooh. Bit of a looks like had a couple cars getting into it a little bit down there. So 4 laps scored, 11 to go.
Caution on the speedway. The 4R Randy Lamar gets sideways on the exit of turn number 2. collects the 59 of Roger Winker's hard contact. 4 laps, score complete, 4 down, 11 to go. Stoney Leonard been leading this one from the drop. Daniel Waters on the move to the 0-9. 4 Inner Brothers. Shane Overbreckland in the number 2 spot. Will left to start on the bottom of the speedway. Daniel Waters up on the top side. The Warner brothers there in the second double file row. All behind your race leader, Stoney Leonard, the 49 Escort.
I didn't see the. Oh, they got oil on the track over there.
Great racing here. The hobby stocks, man, if we could get 17, 20 of these every night, could you imagine the racing season we'd have here?
Looks like they're going to get the number 4s on the hook. So get that all taken care of. Don't forget, now is the time to send a share. Send it to your friends and family that are into dirt track racing. Maybe you're in the stands now, wanting to kind of see what happens. Sometimes we get a good view of that, like
Wreckers clearing up.
that 59 with some damage there, ripped that front fender off.
Randy Lamar on the hook, headed on pit side. Roger Winker's getting a shove home. We'll get set to go back under the green flag.
Looks like we'll do one more caution lap and then we'll go green flag racing here. 11 laps to go.
A little bit of dirt work on the exit of turn number 2. We lost fluids out on one of those race cars.
Brett Silverson, that's very true. Hobby stocks. I have been an adamant proponent of hobby stocks and 4-cylinders sometimes put on the best race of the night. Not always. It's not always that, but it's never. You know, it doesn't necessarily. There's some purists out there that are. It has to be the the top class is the best class, which it is, in a way. But racing is racing, and it doesn't matter how much power they have. If you put enough cars that are similar in power together, and it comes down to driver and setup and just what it takes for that racer to get to the front of the pack, you're going to see some great racing. So never assume when you're going to a racetrack, it's the first feature of the night, I'm not too worried about it. It's great racing from the start of the night to the end. Most races I always talk to say you got to win hot laps.
Earlier in the week, we looked at 7 straight days of rain. They were talking 7 or 8 inches over 7 or 8 days. Got a little break here. Looks like, fingers crossed, we're going to get in 2 in a row. We'll be able to beat Speedway tomorrow night. Twin 20s for the Sport Mod division.
Yeah, did you hear that? Tomorrow night in Dubuque, Twin 20s for Sport Mod.
Features 400 to win each. Rob's talked about a few times tonight. Kenny Schrader coming to visit with us next week, both Saturday and Sunday. Caution lights are on and we are set.
Here we go. We're going to go green flag racing.
One more time. 4 laps, score complete, 11 to go. It's leaving, we're racing.
Warringer gets in the battle now. Runs that top line. Gets around the 49 and just jets out in the front. Now Daniel's up behind Kyle there. Caution flag, caution flag.
Stoney Leonard back there off the fairway on the back chute side. Stuck in the pond, I believe. He's going to get a little help from the Jeep.
Yeah, we got the racetrack really dry, but everywhere that's not the racetrack is pretty much a pond. Like, I'll show you guys kind of what I'm talking about here. All pond. But we got a racetrack going. It's I know they did a lot of work. I heard basically what one of the things they were doing was trying to get the track dry, trying to get as much moisture pulled out of it so they could put the right amount of moisture in. I mean, there's such a science to that, building a track. I tried to build a lawnmower racetrack last year and failed miserably. So there's not even close to it.
Caution on the speedway was for the 28 of Skippy Bobby Taggart and the 3B of Brandon White as they got together. Stoney Leonard's contact with the M1 car not affected. That was after the caution was already out. That thing is spewing like that. He's going to sit for down the power washer tomorrow.
Yeah, it looks like the guy who got stuck back there looked more like he was at the mud bog today than he was at racing the car. Here we go. Yeah, we are going to be coming back under caution. 28 came in hot. Yeah, 28. He was on the under, kind of not a lap down, but kind of back from the field. So he tried to make a run for it to catch up to the field. It was hot, then ended up kind of jumping it. Reality, what he should have done is probably, if he came in that hot, let off, so he'd at least stayed within the pack. But we're gonna go green this time. Hopefully we like this start. Kyle Varner's going to be in the lead now. You're going to see him run that top line. Daniel Walters taking the bottom. Some contact, but they're staying together. Daniel Walters tried to run up the top. You're going to see Kyle run the bottom, or Kyle run the top. Daniel on the bottom. Kyle carries the momentum down the front stretch. Now Daniel checks up. Three and four wide back there. We're going to catch that pack. Well, they're trying to slide off the track there. They're almost three wide now. Kyle Warner still in the lead. Daniel Walton's in second place. They're kind of running out from the crowd. Got a high side and a low side developing there. Kind of single files that come down the back stretch. Heavy damage on the 28. Oh, actually heavy damage on, oh my gosh, I'm gonna zoom in on this, folks. That's what the inside of a hobby stock looks like. Back out. Sorry about that. Anybody else experiencing no sound, let me know.
Hanging on by the wrap, though, that's pretty good. Once they rip the sticker off, everything else should come right with it.
Just want to make sure we're not. Make sure on our end it's good. Looks like we're getting something. Let us know if you don't have sound. You can hear. Okay. Might have been, depending on when you were watching. If you were watching a few minutes ago, I did mute it for a second.
In second position, he'll elect the bottom side. Stony Letter to file in on the top. We'll go 2 by 2 behind your race leader, Kyle Warrior. We've got 9 down and 6 to go. In a main feature event for the Shaw's Auto Service, IMCA Hobby Stocks. Late models are on.
So 6 left to go. 6 laps left to go. I don't think Kyle Warringer's pretty happy with that. Daniel's kind of gotten close to him now. Now the whole field's back there.
Wonderful holiday weekend. We celebrate all the lives of the service men and women.
All right, we're back racing now. Warrior takes the top line. Daniel takes the bottom. They come back. Warrior's got the edge. Daniel on the bottom. Three to go. Now Daniel's got a little competition back there. The number 60, number third, in the third position. Caution flag is out. Caution flag is out.
Twisted around.
Oh.
Pointed the wrong direction. Down to the exit of turn number 4. Flat left front tire on the M1 machine. Left front tire down on the M1.
That's Lane Warringer down. So that'll bring a caution out with 3 laps to go. Looks like Lane will get the tow back to the pits. 3 laps to go. Looking at my clock, we're still good on time. It looks like we are, because we do have a curfew here at this track, but basically the way the curfew is written, we have to have the last race on cars on the track before 10:30. We should be fine. We got 20 minutes, 21 minutes. We should be fine. We're just looking at some numbers. Again, we appreciate everybody watching tonight, spending your Saturday night with us. One more lap to go. I think we're gonna go back to racing.
Laps score complete, 12 down, 3 laps to go. Kyle Horninger scored as your race leader. Dakota Simonson runs the number 3 spot. Daniel Waters in second. Will elect the top chute side. We'll put this thing to bed. 3 laps to go. Caution lights on out.
Here we go, folks. Kyle Horninger. Two to go. Horninger hanging out by himself. Daniel Walters trying to get by Dakota Stevenson. I think he's going to be able to run in the top side. They're drag racing down the backstretch. Walters gets into that second place in the last lap. I don't think he's going to have enough guts in him to run down Kyle Horninger. We'll see. Like something's going on in the backstretch back there.
Dakota Simonson third, the 58B of Randy Byerly, second position to the 09 of Daniel Waters.
Looked like something flew off back there. Couldn't see. All right, folks. It's that time of the night. It's time for late models. So if you have been waiting to share, now is the time. Late models, the premier class in dirt track racing in this area. Well, we're in, somebody's lighting fireworks off somewhere here. Premier class in late model racing. It is, they are purpose built. There is nothing stock about them. There's nothing, there's not a factory car somewhere hidden underneath like in some of the other classes. They are purpose-built chassis. They are fast. They are loud. They are exciting. 25 laps. Looks like heat winner Jeremiah Hurst is going to be in there. Looks like he's going to be in the third row, maybe. '07, Matt Ryan's in there. Doug Nye. This is the first time they've been on the track for a feature this year. Here we go, late model racing again. Time to share. Show it with, tell your friends about it. Like I said, they want to watch the last race of the night. If you've never experienced the live, being at a racetrack live when these guys are on the track, it is nuts. We're going racing right now. 2 laps in, 2 laps in.
I'm about ready to say, watch Ike flying on the high side, like he did in the heat race. Went from 4th to 1st in a hurry. Caution light has been extinguished.
Here we go.
Heading back to green.
Battle going on there for the lead. Now Matt Ryan's getting involved. Jeremiah Hurst going for Jeremiah Hurst trying to run down Matt Ryan right now. Your race leader right there, the number 7. Second place, Matt Ryan. Third place, Jeremiah Hurst. Caution flag is out. Caution flag is out. Now, in some ways, this might be good for kind of bunching the pack back up. Jeremiah was making a really nice run at Matt Ryan there. Jeremiah is going to be on the bottom side. Yeah.
Unofficially 17 laps down. By the time it's clear, Ryan is on for race back on next time. Jeremiah Hurst was really testing that low shelf during the caution. See if he can get any traction. A national champion from last year.
There he goes. Caution comes back out. Jeremiah had a really nice start there. So
To see how the realignment looks.
now this time Jeremiah, because he was in second position, he's going to take the top. Yep.
Gonna get it in.
Negotiators been extinguished.
Here we go. 8 laps to go. Jeremiah's trying to run down the number 7 now. Five to go. Last lap. '22 spun out right there at the end. Picking up the win, number 7, Jeremiah Hurst getting second place. All right, and on that note, Jeremiah Hurst gets second. And your winner of the late models, number 7, picking up the win.
He had Sling last year, 3 in a row. Won a couple more. 3 in a row in the season. And he starts out the NCAA late models, sponsored by End-of-Room Meat Season. On the right now, we're pulling into the Hooker Turkey, CW Turkey. Victory circle, getting unbuckled, pulling it out. He's out of Buffalo. How about a big hand for Andy Nesworski?
Andy Nesworski. Oh, I thought I knew his car name. Andy picking up the win. Great to see him pick up the win. Way to like Jeremiah, but can't have everything. But hey, on that note, that's the end of our night. We want to thank you guys for hanging out and watching. Don't forget, subscribe to Done Right TV on YouTube. Like the page on Facebook. Make sure if you subscribe to hit that bell, because that's how you're going to be notified immediately when we go live. And that's what you want to do, because some of our live events, you kind of want to be there from the get-go. But make sure to check that out again. Thanks again for hanging out with us. We'll be somewhere tomorrow. Well, we'll probably be in Dubuque. We'll see what we're going to be doing. But have a great night. Have a safe Saturday night, and we will see you guys later.
Obviously, you knew that Jeremiah and Matt and all that were there. Talk about the. You didn't have to go through traffic very long, but talk about that one.
Yeah,